Hello, everyone. My name is Owen from ServiceWhale. I just wanted to run you guys through very briefly the new CRM Lite that ServiceWhale is introducing to Bradford White installers. Now, this tool is going to be a significant game changer in the way that you manage, nurture, and track the performance of ServiceWhale leads, and possibly leads from other sources as well. So essentially what I'll do is run you guys through just the basic dynamics and structure of this new solution and what are the benefits and how to use it. This is essentially going to be a tutorial video. If there's any questions following the viewing of this video, feel free to email me and follow up with questions. So looking at this, let's go to the home page here. You guys will notice when you log into your profile now, the first thing you're going to see is the CRM Lite layout, whereas before it was an image of the profile. Now, the reason this is so vital to contractors is because in order to discern whether or not our solution, the contractor finder and the website button and all other features that are rolled out eventually are effective and economical and viable, we need to be able to determine how these leads are performing easily, efficiently, and clearly. That's exactly what the CRM Lite solution allows you to do. So if you look here, you'll see that in this particular example, this contractor has received 48 leads. Now you can filter by the term of leads, and you can actually export your leads at any point to an Excel sheet or a CSV, which will allow you to export these leads and save them in an external CRM if you'd like. Now, the nice thing about this solution, it's primarily built to track ServiceWhale leads, but it can be used as a primary CRM or a primary portal to track all of your business's contacts. Any leads that you generate outside of the platform can be added, whether it be from Home Advisor, for example, or a word-of-mouth referral phone call, a neighbor that you spoke to. Any lead that you generate from any source can be imported into this solution, the CRM Lite, and be tracked and assigned a status and save all communication histories, so on and so forth. So the way that you would add a new lead in here would be this plus symbol here on the far right. Continue. Now you can add a project to an existing lead, or if it's a new customer, then you can select new customer, put all their contact information, the address, the email, the source of the lead, submit, boom, you have a new lead. At this point, you can then assign a new status to the lead. You can write notes. You'll see the price of the project, which can be changed at any point, and I'm going to dive a little bit more into this in a bit. Let's go back to the home page here for the CRM Lite. Now you can see a list of a bunch of different leads with a variety of different statuses that are displayed here. You can also filter by statuses. So we have new, dismissed, in progress, estimate scheduled, completed, lost, so on. Now we did a lot of different consultations of domain experts in the plumbing industry and contracting industry as a whole, and we've concluded that these are the most sensible and logical statuses that can be assigned to a contact or a lead. So we have new, pretty self-explanatory, it's a new lead. Dismiss may be something that's not within your scope of work. Perhaps it's outside of your service territory. The lead might be in progress, so you just got it, noticed it, began trying to communicate with the customer. Estimate scheduled, pending acceptance, maybe someone that's already received an estimate or a price via the phone, but hasn't actually accepted the job. Once they accept it, you can schedule the service, complete it, and of course, lost. This might be somebody that, for whatever reason, turned down your offer and did not want to do the project with you guys. Okay. Now, again, you can filter by just the status. You can sort by a variety of different statuses. You also see reminders here. Okay, so I can jump into that in a minute, but notification timers are something that you can set to remind you to call back a contractor, or there's also notifications that'll be displayed if a customer has tried to message you. Now, bear in mind, of course, just like always, whenever a customer tries to interact with you, message, or does something on their end, you'll be notified of it. So whether they try to message you or want to negotiate a price or something along those lines, those notifications are going to now come through the CRM Lite and be emailed and texted to you and your team. All right, so I'm going to click on an existing lead here and show you kind of what it looks like on the back end for this platform. Johnny Cash. Okay, so you'll see the status here, which can be altered at any time. I can kind of show you what that looks like. Okay, actually, this is a static demo page, so bear with me here. Okay, you can add any status comment. You can alter the price here, describe the job, alter the status, comments, and then submit here. Okay, and that change will be reflected. Now, notification timers, you can add a reminder to call back a customer. Now, this tool is designed specifically to allow contractors and their team members, their sales reps, to stay on top of these leads and convert them as highest rate as possible. So the importance of notifications is to remind your sales force that, hey, this person requested a call back a week from now. Now you have the opportunity, give them a call. All right, so you'll get a notification timer. It'll be a text and an email to you saying so-and-so is scheduled for a reminder call. Okay, you can change the time and date or whenever, adding any comments, things of that sort. All right. Now, of course, you're going to have basically a transcript of the conversation that has occurred between you and the customer. Any pictures that might have been exchanged, attachments here, will all be saved in your CRM Lite at all times. You're going to have the action buttons that you guys, many of you are already familiar with. So if you were to have provided a price or not, you'll be able to confirm the price up front if the customer has requested a price and you displayed a price, but it needs to be confirmed before the customer can book the project through the platform. This action button would be for that purpose, okay? Adjust the price if you have upfront pricing and for whatever reason, new information that comes to light through conversation with the customer or a picture is a very telling picture indicates that there's an anomaly in the project and the price needs to be adjusted. That's the action button that would be used to do that. You can decline the job for whatever reasons. And there's also, terms and conditions that the customer will be able to see on their end. And of course, if you need a refresher, you'll be able to see all the project details, all the pictures that come along with the customer submission. And of course, what the price will include. So in this particular case, it includes disposal of existing water heater, excludes hybrid water heaters, excludes running a gas line to the water heater. So if you get out to the home, the customer is aware ahead of time that if you have to run a gas line for whatever reason, the price is subject to change. Okay, so there's no bait and switch sentiment that might be left with the customer. And these are concepts that have already been conveyed, but this is all composed in the new CRM Lite as well. And you have a neat little summary of all the project details that was submitted to the contractor by the customer. And of course, this part's very, very important for the contractor so that they're protected. And the customer understands what the price doesn't include, which is always really important as well, to be transparent. You can see here that there's multiple projects under one singular customer. So, a lot of times you'll have repeat customers or they'll do multiple jobs. And so those could be separated under one roof, so to speak, for each lead. Okay, you can see that there's notes, any pertinent notes that you might want to jot down that would be important for maybe another person who in the future might nurture this lead or follow up with the communications. Perhaps this person's quite temperamental or, their wife has Alzheimer's disease. And these are things that you might want to write down, for your own knowledge in the future. So there's a little notes section here that's very helpful for contractors to kind of keep everything straight. And of course, again, you have that transcript there. All right. So you can always filter by notifications for some of these reminders to call the customer or any new chat messages that you might have received. Now, what's really, really nice about this as well, you can easily run stats and reports on all the leads. So if you click here, you'll notice that it separates all of your leads by the various statuses and the number of leads that fall in that category and the gross volume of leads in that particular category. So you can very quickly get a glimpse into where the leak might be in the funnel if you weren't performing as well as you'd like to, or you might very easily be able to tell that there's too many jobs in progress, like we need to follow up on these customers. And so you can have a better snapshot, a view from 5,000 feet of what's going on with your leads, whether they be ServiceWhale or other sourced leads outside of ServiceWhale leads, depending on, how you use this service as a primary or just a ServiceWhale means to track and organize and nurture your leads. So yeah, that's in a nutshell what the CRM Lite incorporates. It's a phenomenal new solution, and a lot of the more sophisticated, larger contractors who might be using this tool. There's so many moving parts in your businesses, and this just makes it that much easier for you guys to keep track of everything. And some of the smaller businesses, of course, you guys can use this as a primary CRM, so you can kind of consolidate all of your costs into one item. Okay, and this track leads from your button that might be launched to your website, your Bradford White profile, and in the near future, we're also going to incorporate a chat box feature, as well as some other neat tools that you can use on your website to maximize the amount of website traffic you harvest and convert into installations. So again, these leads can always be exported and done. Reports be done outside of this solution if that's preferential. But the important thing to understand is now you have a tool that organizes and tracks and allows you to maintain and effectively stay on top of all of your leads. The whole point of this, the primary reason for this, is to give every contractor the advantages to optimally convert these leads. Okay, so you have notification timers, you have the various statuses that are very telling, that indicate where they are in the life cycle of each lead, and you have the ability to stay on top of these leads, and that's what's most important at the end of the day, is to maximize the number of water heaters or HVAC units that you're installing. And so we're very, very excited about the solution. And if there's any questions or follow-up required, please do not hesitate to reach out to ServiceWhale and or Bradford White if necessary. Thank you.